because today we're going to have a fantastic guest who's going to come through and discuss issues that are domiciled in the general health services sector. So just to celebrate that guest, I'll tell you something I'm going to do a little later. But look, Titans and Trailblazers is the go-to show on the African continent today. If you want to find out people who've succeeded, about their lives, what they've been up to, and use all their footprints as a way of understanding how you yourself can adopt a few strategies for doing better in your life. I'm called Professor Robert Eboinson, and yesterday I was at a meeting where my friend Professor Nsawam, fellow from the Durban University of Technology, called me an academic evangelist. So this morning I introduced myself as Professor Robert Eboinson, an academic evangelist and host of the Titans and Trailblazers show. See you soon. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, MNC Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with MNC Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. MNC Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
Located in the beautiful neighborhood of East Legon, Accra, AH Hotel and Conference has all the comfort and luxury you need for the perfect getaway. From check-in to check-out, our friendly staff look forward to pampering you and making your stay special. Our new safety features such as shielded check-in desks, masked employees, and contactless restaurant menus and door keys will give you peace of mind as you enjoy your stay. Our spacious and contemporary designed rooms and suites are the height of luxury and style, fitted with modern amenities for your convenience. Take your company to the next level when you host a conference or meeting in our ultra-modern conferencing complex. But don't forget to take time to relax and rejuvenate as you enjoy our many on-site facilities such as our gym, pool, and world-class restaurant. Locate us near American House or call or visit us online today to start planning your next stay. AH Hotel and Conference, Afrocentric.
I'm a brands manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
The National Sanitation Day is with us again. The Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, in collaboration with the Jospon Group of Companies, organized the National Sanitation Day, and this is going to be held every first Saturday of the month. And I appeal to our chiefs and traditional leaders to join this project. As you already are aware, our traditional leaders are the custodians of the land, and when they are part of this project, is going to urge the citizenry to also take up the mantle of keeping the environment clean. Also, we appeal to the various leaders, the Market Women Association, the Queen Mothers Association, the GPRTU, the ProTour, that everybody should come on board. Very soon we'll be going to Kro to celebrate the Easter, and these are occasions that people generate a lot of waste, and we appeal to everybody to come on board to help clean our environment and make sure that we live in a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Divine Yao Aijwe is my name. I'm the director in charge of research, statistics, information management of the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. As we await the big announcement in May 2025 of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the need for National Sanitation Day and sustaining the process, we are hoping that Ghanaians together will help clean our homes and our environments for a better future for this country. Also preventing cholera and attracting the best tourist attraction to our beaches, because as I pass by, the deep blue sea is becoming brown. And as I travel to Lusaka, Zambia, I travel to Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, I travel to Abuja, Nigeria, I travel to Nairobi, Kenya. We can do better as Ghanaians. We need to clean our environment so that we can also attract the best tourists to our beaches and earn some currency to improve our economy for the years to come. I hope that this call is a call to duty that will help cleaning our homes and then to our communities and to our cities and the whole country. I hope that this call will be heeded to help our country look better in the community of nations. Thank you.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. You know, I started my professional journey maybe 29 years ago selling refrigerators and air conditioners at a place called Cold Temperature. I was in level 300 at the University of Ghana at the time. And so working as a sales boy, you know, moving around, went into advertising, became an academic. So for me, anytime I'm writing a book, I'm very excited because I have a certain feel of what the practice is. So when I'm looking for theories and doing research and doing empirical work to sort of understand what the state of the matter is at the time, because I have a very nuanced understanding of what the practice is, it's so beautiful when we produce literature to support the African continent. In that general regard, this book is one of the best books we've ever edited. It's called Health Service Marketing Management in Africa. And it was edited by my friend Professor Kofi Osei-Frimpong and Ogechi Adiola, Lydia Ziato. And what's so cool about this book is that since we edited the book, these editors have gone on to become big people. Professor Lydia Ziato, for instance, is the current Vice Chancellor of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, big nursing professor. Ogechi Adiola left the Lagos Business School, went on to the University of Kigali, became Deputy Vice Chancellor, academic, a post I held some 4 years ago. And my friend Kofi Osei-Frimpong is now a professor in Morocco, making a lot of money. He's very happy in Morocco right now. So this book is 21 chapters of pure gold. Look, if you're a doctor, pharmacist, nurse, anything health, you have to go and get this book. I'll tell you why. So this book is 21 solid chapters, and in chapter 2, we have a very cool title like The Societal and Healthcare Context. Chapter 3 is Strategic Planning Health Services. Chapter 4 is Marketing. Look, so the chapter 4, I'll tell you who the authors were. Marketing Healthcare Management, chapter 4 was authored by my friend Professor Thomas in Indorsing, who is now a big man at WITS in South Africa, associate professor doing well, very well. Me, Nokwe Taki, who is currently his PhD student in the same WITS And then the famous Michael Bwedi, who is the bishop and the head of the Makers House Chapel International. So we had a very cool set of human beings authoring all the chapters. Chapter 5 is on segmentation, targeting, and positioning in healthcare. Chapter 6, consumers and consumer behavior. Chapter 7, managing a healthcare product. Chapter 8, utilization and pricing of healthcare services, which was partly co-authored by my friend again, Professor Georgia Champong, big professor of entrepreneurship and innovation at the University of Ghana's Business School. Chapter 9 is my friend Professor Abdullah Mahmoud. He did something on distribution in healthcare. Chapter 10 is Golda and myself. We did something on integrated marketing communication in the healthcare sector. Chapter 11 is branding in healthcare. Chapter 12 is branding for SMEs in healthcare. Chapter 13 is managing healthcare enterprises. 14, fiscal evidence. Chapter 15 is developing customer loyalty in healthcare. Chapter 16 is financing healthcare. Chapter 17 is managing healthcare logistics. 18 is policies and procedures in healthcare management. 19 is technology and health services marketing in Africa. Chapter 20 re-emphasizes the technology theme by discussing application of technology in healthcare delivery in Africa. Now, let me tell you why this book is so cool and why everybody in Africa who has anything to do with healthcare must go and get a copy. See the book. Look, I've told everybody, look, more than blood pressure, blood sugar, body mass index, lose weight, live to 100. Listen, healthcare institutions that thrive are those that are very economically endowed. Because when they say, we don't have this machine in the hospital, so we can't test you, go to Dubai, it's because there's no money. Bible says in Ecclesiastes 7:12 that money is a defense. So if you don't have money, you can't. So issues around marketing, customer experience, patient care, customer satisfaction, healthcare financing, logistics management, those are the pillars on which robust health systems are built. So by all means, do the clinical work. But I want to promise you that if you get this book, it will help you to understand all the issues associated with how to build resilient healthcare institutions. We look at things like technologies, shaping perceptions, consumer behavior. Listen, patients are becoming increasingly informed. They are becoming very participatory. They want to be co-producers of healthcare value. They have mobile technologies to access information even before they come and see you. Healthcare systems must evolve from being doctor-centered models, pharmacy-centered models, to becoming patient-centered ecosystems. A shift that necessitates that you need marketing strategies rooted in empathy, engagement, and efficiency to build robust healthcare systems in Africa. So in Africa, listen, from long wait times to medicine stockouts to unfriendly service environments to lack of trust, Africa faces deep structural and perceptual challenges when it comes to healthcare access and delivery. So what this book responds to is all these challenges I've enumerated. So we are not responding to theory alone, but we give you in this book actionable frameworks, country-specific insights, and contextually grounded scholarship that you require to go and improve your healthcare service delivery at all the different customer touchpoints. So what we do is that we structure this book around 7 thematic areas that sort of embraces or encapsulates the 21 meticulously crafted chapters I just spoke to. So we look at things like strategy in healthcare. So the chapter 1 that's dealing with healthcare service marketing management, the societal and healthcare context, strategic planning, all that has to do with strategy in healthcare. So things around inequalities in healthcare access, cultural beliefs, things around infrastructural limitations. The responses marketing provides to some of these challenges are captured in the book. Issues around healthcare mission alignment, issues around environmental scanning, issues around market responsiveness. We deal with these things in this book. Issues around positioning, segmentation, targeting, issues around mobile health service delivery, how pharmaceutical entities should be positioned, issues around marketing, communications, digital service delivery, issues around patient co-creation of value. All these things are in the book. So to sum up, this book offers you practical frameworks, deep context, and rich interdisciplinary insights. So it speaks to academics, it speaks to policymakers, it speaks to private health providers, development agencies, students, and all those who are concerned with making healthcare work, not just for systems, but for people-centered success. Thank you very much for listening to this monologue. Stay with Titans and Trailblazers. We'll come back to you again very soon. Stay tuned.
MGO Logistics and Supply is your trusted partner, providing seamless solutions for all your procurement needs. From sourcing products to managing imports and exports, we ensure smooth and efficient transactions every step of the way. Whether you require goods from across the globe or need assistance in exporting your products to international markets, we got you covered. General trading is at the heart of our expertise. We specialize in a wide range of products, catering to various industries and markets. As a trusted dealership in building materials, we provide high-quality products that meet the demands of our construction projects. Additionally, we act as manufacturers' representatives, connecting producers with distributors. Our expertise in logistics is the backbone of our operations. We plan and execute transportation and delivery of goods, ensuring they reach their destination on time and in optimal condition. MGO Logistics and Supply, guaranteed satisfaction.
Smart, bold, unapologetic. This is Ani Ampafo. The voice of reason, a force of media. She's the one Ghana turns to every Monday morning for the headlines that matter and the conversations that shape all of us.
And on the basis of Article 34, that's the Directive Principles of State Policy, we meet here again this morning, and you're welcome to Good Morning Ghana.
And when the afternoon rolls in, she's back, cutting through the noise, asking the tough questions, and bringing clarity to the issues that matter.
A committee to investigate containers carrying ECG cables that are meant for Ghanaians or meant to provide light for the good people of Ghana.
In the morning, in the afternoon, Ani Ampafo isn't just reporting the news. She's shaping the conversations that shape all of us. Ani Ampafo, smart, fearless, unmatched, only on Metro TV.
Attention all farmers, are you ready to take your crops to the next level? Introducing 3 effective organic composts that will revolutionize your farming practices. ACAP, KCAP and IRICOP brings to you the ultimate solution for your fertilizer needs. Introducing the ACAP Grade A, KCAP Equiafua Jinkwa and the IRICOP with cocoa blends, palm blend and mulch. These are made from locally sourced municipal solid waste, and these are the perfect choice for sustainable farming. Join the organic revolution today. Boost your crop yield, improve soil health, and support sustainable farming practices. Choose ACAP, KCAP, and IRICOP organic compost for a greener and bountiful harvest. For your purchase and more information, call the numbers on your screen. Our products are endorsed by Cocoa Board, Planting for Food and Jobs, and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The National Sanitation Day is with us again. The Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, in collaboration with the Jospon Group of Companies, organized the National Sanitation Day, and this is going to be held every first Saturday of the month. And I appeal to our chiefs and traditional leaders to join this project. As you already are aware, our traditional leaders are the custodians of the land, and when they are part of this project, is going to urge the citizenry to also take up the mantle of keeping the environment clean. Also, we appeal to the various leaders, the Market Women Association, the Queen Mothers Association, the GPRTU, the PUTWA, that everybody should come on board. Very soon we'll be going to Kwewu to celebrate the Easter, and these are occasions that people generate a lot of waste, and we appeal to everybody to come on board to help clean our environment and make sure that we live in a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Divine Yao Aijwe is my name. I'm the director in charge of research, statistics, information management of the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. As we await the big announcement in May 2025 of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the need for National Sanitation Day and sustaining the process, we are hoping that Ghanaians together will help clean our homes and our environments for a better future for this country. Also preventing cholera and attracting the best tourist attraction to our beaches, because as I pass by, the deep blue sea is becoming brown. And as I travel to Lusaka, Zambia, I travel to Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, I travel to Abuja, Nigeria, I travel to Nairobi, Kenya. We can do better as Ghanaians. We need to clean our environment so that we can also attract the best tourists to our beaches and earn some currency to improve our economy for the years to come. I hope that this call is a call to duty that will help cleaning our homes and then to our communities and to our cities and the whole country. I hope that this call will be heeded to help our country look better in the community of nations. Thank you.
So welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. I promise you today is going to be one of my best shows ever, because I have a fellow of the ACCA. And when I was studying for my undergraduate degree, it was very fashionable to study accounting. But with those trial balance and bank reconciliation issues, I quickly pivoted towards marketing. And I'm very happy I pivoted. So I want to give a shout out to my mates like Lipsy and Smash and Lord Pedersen. They stay with the accounting journey, Boucher. So I want to give a shout out to my University of Ghana business school classmates who persevere with accounting and are doing exploits all over the world today. But today is not about me and the way I choose marketing or accounting. It's about my friend Ernest, who is the MD of GIHOC Fatorika, CEO, big man. So you tell us why he went to study accounting first of all, and why he stayed with accounting, and where he was born, where he studied, and then you take us into GIHOC and GIHOC Fatorika. Ernest, please, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure coming to your show.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's start by who are you? Who are you? Where are you from? And where are you going, sir?
So I'm called Ernest, as you rightly said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was born to two industrious couple. My mom retired as a midwife.
Okay.
And then my dad.
A midwife is health, right?
Yes.
Oh, so you've had a health in your blood all the time?
Yes. I'll tell you later in the show what motivated me to go into the pharmaceutical industry.
Correct.
However, I was also, my father was also a very good entrepreneur. I don't know whether you've heard of Ebony.
Yeah, Ebony.
Those times, people will queue and buy meat pie.
Ebony pie. That's your father.
Yes.
You are joking.
So that's my dad. So it was an opportunity to learn entrepreneurship from him before he passed on.
Indeed.
Yeah. So life has been quite challenging and also good. I started life, I mean, as I say in life, after 10 years at Nsawam.
Nsawam.
I attended...
Not the prison?
No,
okay,
not the prison.
From the prison. Okay, all right. Just checking.
But I mean, starting a prison also at Nsawam also helped, because you know that when you misbehave, this is where you're going to end. Looking at the experiences
so it was a good
we saw in people's lives, so
okay.
that's just wonderful. So then I moved to my secondary school education at New Japan Secondary Commercial.
Correct.
From there, I realized that I was very good in maths and also in figures.
Okay.
But I was not that good in science.
Okay.
But there again, I'll tell you why I moved to pharmacy.
Absolutely.
Also, right. So I now found myself in UPSA.
Okay.
Those times it was IPS,
yeah,
right?
The famous
IPS, yeah. Where, I mean, given the environment, I mean, it's an area you're not joking at all.
Absolutely.
Because if you fail to learn, you will not make it.
Indeed.
I mean, there was no way you can maneuver your way to the top. You know, it's fully professional examination, and the markers are not...
They're not local.
You don't even know them.
It's international standard.
Yes, it's national standard. So it's an environment that actually helped some of us.
Correct.
To be able to pursue our lives without, quote unquote, I mean, expecting favorites from others.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's my educational. I think after that, I also did my first degree with Oxford Brookes University.
Okay.
So I'm a product of Oxford Brookes University.
Okay, in the UK?
Yes, in the UK.
All right.
So, I mean, as I said earlier, IPS is where I started my ACCA. Later in life, I became a fellow of ACCA.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's...
What was your first job?
Well, my first job was back at Nsawam.
Not in the prison again?
Yes, not in the prison.
Okay.
I don't know whether you've heard of Beaumont Pharmacy, Beaumont Exports.
I do.
Yeah. So that's where I worked.
Who's the CEO?
Mr. Botri.
Yeah, I know him.
You know him?
Absolutely.
Right. He's a very wonderful person.
You did pineapples and things like
pineapples,
that, right? Yeah, I know him.
We're exporting pineapples.
Yes, I know.
I think now they have another factory where they churn out the pineapples, they dry them, and then sell to both the local market and then export.
He's a good man. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You started with pineapples.
Yes.
And what happened?
Yes. So from there, I moved to Kinapharma.
Kinapharma. Okay.
Yes.
Kinapharma is famous. Yes.
I was the area accountant for service sector.
Indeed.
It was a time of exposure to me, because you know he likes to bring in Indians.
Okay.
And Indians are also very good when it comes to figures and other things.
That's true.
So in terms of
corporate, a lot of generics come from India too, right? In terms of the commercial products.
Yes. So when it comes to accounting structure, I think that is where the foundation was very, very strong, because I got to learn from people. From there, I moved on to C&J Hospital. I don't know, you know.
C&J
Hospital, yes.
With the lady pastor.
Yes.
She's my friend. Yeah.
You
I know
everybody. A lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. She's my friend. Yeah. Pastor Joyce. She's my friend.
Pastor Joyce.
She's my buddy. Yeah.
So I also learned a lot. And then at a point in life, I said, let me also get a good taste of the pharmaceutical, how do you call it, the multinational environment. So that is when I moved to American Towers. American Towers helped me to understand.
They're not far from here.
Oh, they're not far from here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, with their corporate office and all the branches, is a very good company. I think they are doing currently about 6 billion in terms of revenue.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Right. So it's exposed me to the accounting tools. We were using Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah, Oracle. So it's actually helped me to understand Oracle and also the thinking pattern of multinationals.
Indeed.
Look, we have companies who import or bring their products into the Ghanaian environment, and they adapt a certain unique strategy that sort of goes into the various sectors or the sale points that our own products, I mean the Ghanaian own products struggle to enter into those points.
Indeed.
So getting into these multinational environment actually exposed me to strategies of entering into certain different market. And
hold on, before you continue, so let me tell you something. Let me tease you a little, because this thing you just said about they're able to distribute it in ways that local company. You know, I teach all my finance and my accounting friends, and I tell them that, look, if you understand marketing, issues around distribution, promotion, managing a trade, managing channel intermediaries, you know, you can have all the numbers, knowledge, but if you don't understand strategy on the ground, you struggle. Please, is that a fair assertion to make?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's a very fair assertion. We are here in Ghana. We know all the right places, but the route to market is actually...
Route to market is key.
Thank you. Key.
Thank you.
You can produce, you can do all the quality things you want to. You can have an efficient process.
Absolutely.
By the end of the day, you want to sell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and people bring already manufactured items, and they're able to sell. Look at our Indians.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you go to Makola, for instance, these people are always fighting with the Chinese people.
That is
why?
it.
They said, oh, they are taking over our market.
I'm telling you.
But why don't you
go
take your time?
Dubai, go to China more.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They get it.
Take your time, understand their strategy, and then adopt that strategy. So that if you're not at par, you can even exceed what they are doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So from American Towers, what happened to you?
Well, so from American Towers, I moved on to Grundfos.
Grundfos, the Danish people.
Yes, the Danish company. It's actually a $3 billion revenue. Well, currently I don't know where they are, but for the past 2 years, they've been around $3 billion.
Wow.
Corporate, yeah. So it's a very big company.
It is.
And it's a people company. I learned about how to manage people
there
well. They have a very good culture in terms of corporate culture. So I sort of pick few points when I was climbing up the ladder. At Grundfos, I was employed to set up the office, the regional office.
Okay.
So the West African regional office, I spearheaded its setting. I think currently they are still at.
Which country did you oversee?
Niger, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and then Ghana. But the corporate, the West African corporate office was situated in Accra.
In Accra, okay. Yeah. And then from there you moved to your current position?
Yes, to my current position. It also taught me about corporate structure and corporate governance.
Indeed.
You have a very strong board that is ensuring that things are done well.
Indeed.
And thankfully, we also have shareholders who are willing to set a bit of their profit or their dividends for us to be able to take care of quality. So quality is something that is more like a hallmark for the business, Phytoraka.
Interesting.
There are companies, I mean...
So Phytoraka is official, originally from where?
So Phytoraka was set up by Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
It used to be called GIHOC Pharmaceuticals.
Very much.
Right. So GIHOC Pharmaceuticals is part of the 16 companies established by Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
So unfortunately, some of these companies have been turned to churches. And
no, it's not unfortunately. I say interestingly.
Interestingly. Interestingly. So currently you have only 2 companies running under the GIHOC umbrella.
Okay.
It's the GIHOC Distilleries at South Industrial Area.
Okay, yes.
And then Phytoraka, which is also situated at Achimota.
Okay.
So Kwame Nkrumah had a very big vision in terms of industry. Unfortunately, we were not able to keep that vision along when we were doing that. So Phytoraka has been a very wonderful company to work with. In fact, it is the company I've stayed there longer than any other company I've worked in.
Okay, well done. So about 9-10 years ago, the University of Ghana Business School started publishing something called the Ghana Business Development Review. Okay. It was like a response to ISE's very famous State of the Ghana Economy Report.
Right.
So whilst ISE was taking a macro perspective, looking at various macro sectors to report on trends, we took a more micro-firm level perspective.
I see.
And I remember one of the chapters I co-authored 9-10 years ago was on the pharmaceutical sector.
I see.
And there seemed to be a lot of, well, not tension, but interesting comparisons between your big pharma, your Pfizer's, your Novartis, and your GSKs, and so on. And then local manufacturers. And the local manufacturers always felt like they could get more government support. They could get more facilitation. They could get more environmental easing.
Yeah.
10 years on, what's the story?
Well, I should say the industry is growing, but it's not growing at the level we all want to see it. We all anticipate. As you've rightly mentioned, we have imports of foreign pharmaceutical products into the market. And today, if you want to look at the percentage, I can confidently say it's about 45 local and then 55% international or imported products.
Okay.
Right? And it's being...
Hold the thought. I have to go for a commercial break.
Right.
We'll continue on 55, 45 when we come back.
All right, okay.
We'll be back with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners, our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Located in the beautiful neighborhood of East Legon, Accra, AH Hotel and Conference has all the comfort and luxury you need for the perfect getaway. From check-in to check-out, our friendly staff look forward to pampering you and making your stay special. Our new safety features such as shielded check-in desks, masked employees, and contactless restaurant menus and door keys will give you peace of mind as you enjoy your stay. Our spacious and contemporary designed rooms and suites are the height of luxury and style, fitted with modern amenities for your convenience. Take your company to the next level when you host a conference or meeting in our ultra-modern conferencing complex. But don't forget to take time to relax and rejuvenate as you enjoy our many on-site facilities such as our gym, pool, and world-class restaurant. Locate us near American House or call or visit us online today to start planning your next stay. AH Hotel and Conference. Afrocentric.
Smart, bold, unapologetic. This is Annie Ampafo. The voice of reason, a force of media. She's the one Ghana turns to every Monday morning for the headlines that matter and the conversations that shape all of us.
And on the basis of Article 34, that's the Directive Principles of State Policy, we meet here again this morning, and you're welcome to Good Morning Ghana.
And when the afternoon rolls in, she's back, cutting through the noise, asking the tough questions, and bringing clarity to the issues that matter.
A committee to investigate containers carrying ECG cables that are meant for Ghanaians or meant to provide light for the good people of Ghana.
In the morning, in the afternoon, Annie Ampafo isn't just reporting the news. She's shaping the conversations that shape all of us. Annie Ampafo, smart, fearless, unmatched, only on Metro TV.
The National Sanitation Day is with us again. The Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, in collaboration with the Jospon Group of Companies, organized the National Sanitation Day, and this is going to be held every first Saturday of the month. And I appeal to our chiefs and traditional leaders to join this project. As you already are aware, our traditional leaders are the custodians of the land, and when they are part of this project, is going to urge the citizenry to also take up the mantle of keeping the environment clean. Also, we appeal to the various leaders, the Market Women Association, the Queen Mothers Association, the GPRTU, the Protua, that everybody should come on board. Very soon we'll be going to Kro to celebrate the Easter, and these are occasions that people generate a lot of waste, and we appeal to everybody to come on board to help clean our environment and make sure that we live in a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Divine Yao Aijwe is my name. I'm the director in charge of research, statistics, information management of the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. As we await the big announcement in May 2025 of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the need for National Sanitation Day and sustaining the process, we are hoping that Ghanaians together will help clean our homes and our environments for a better future for this country. Also preventing cholera and attracting the best tourist attraction to our beaches, because as I pass by, the deep blue sea is becoming brown. And as I travel to Lusaka, Zambia, I travel to Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, I travel to Abuja, Nigeria, I travel to Nairobi, Kenya, we can do better as Ghanaians. We need to clean our environment so that we can also attract the best tourists to our beaches and earn some currency to improve our economy for the years to come. I hope that this call is a call to duty that will help cleaning our homes and then to our communities and to our cities and the whole country. I hope that this call will be heeded to help our country look better in a community of nations. Thank you.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. We rounded off the last section with a 55-45 announcement. So I'll go back to you, Ernest. 55-45. So tell me what more the President Mahama government can do for local players.
Right. I think about 2 weeks ago we had a meeting with him.
Oh, perfect.
And the meeting was actually about the opioids menace.
Indeed.
In the country.
Indeed.
So we leveraged on that to also table out our concerns.
Of course.
And I think the president was willing. He mentioned a few things. One, the immediate action is to ensure that all the various points through which imported products and raw materials come through should cease.
Okay.
And limit it to only Kotoka International Airport and Tema Airport.
Excellent.
I think this action will help us so well. So because you have certain fake products coming through all these unapproved points into the country.
Okay.
And it sort of poses a challenge to us because you go through a proper regulatory framework.
Yes.
You would also
with all the attendant costs,
with all the overheads and conversion costs and then you have this product coming in through unapproved routes at a cheaper cost,
right.
And you find the market, focusing on those products. So
Indeed.
I think it's an action that is welcomed, and we want to thank the president for this. The other thing is also to, we as local manufacturers, I think that the government recently approved the limitation of imports of some finished goods.
Okay.
It was passed in Parliament. It's actually called LI 2255.
Correct.
Right. is restricting importation of certain medications.
Okay.
So once these are restricted, it means that it creates a space for us as a company, as an industry, as local manufacturers to be able to fill those pipes. Okay. And as local manufacturers, we are indeed happy for this move, and we are making sure that we increase our capacity to be able to fill the pipelines.
Absolutely. So you are creating space and room for you.
Yes.
Okay. So on that score, you spoke about industry issues, but let's come to phyto specific portfolios. Which are you communicable disease, non-communicable disease? What are some of your product offerings?
Okay, so we are into analgesics, and we have two types of product ranges. We have the solid dossier forms, and then we have the liquid dossier forms.
Correct.
So some of the popular products you'll find from Phytoraka is Zupes.
Zupes?
Yeah.
Is it a cough mixture?
Yes, the cough mixture.
It's been around for like 200 years.
Yeah.
It's yours.
So it was first owned, the brand was first owned by PZ.
Okay.
And then I think due to their corporate changes, they decided to sell the brand. So we're fortunate to buy the brand.
Zupes.
But before then, we were also producing for them on contract manufacturing.
Indeed.
So that one, I think we did for about 10 years.
Okay.
So it was, good for them to hand over the brands to us, because we have managed it for some time.
Absolutely.
Right. So this is what we've been doing. We also have Cetapol.
Okay.
It's a para syrup and a tablet.
Okay.
It's also one of the popular brands.
Okay.
I don't know whether you've heard of Drasting.
Drasting, yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
we also produce Drasting for excess paint and other things. So we have Rytonic, which is a blood booster.
Okay.
Right, and then we also produce ORS. To take care of diarrhea issues and cholera issues and other things. So we are doing we have actually over 70 products.
70 products?
Yeah, and
in your portfolio?
Yes, in our portfolio, and we produce these 70 products under 28 brands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have a large portfolio of products to serve the Ghanaian community.
Interesting. So will you consider me as a head of marketing so that I can send a CV and see whether I could be considered? I'm just joking, don't mind me. So, look, you are not 85 years yet, and you've done very well for yourself. I studied in Denmark, so Grandfors connects to me in very interesting way. Grandfors and Danish companies are very well run.
Yeah.
And so studying in Denmark was a blessing. So
wonderful.
You've been trained well. Yeah. My question then to you would be that if you are a UPSC student watching this show right now and they want to walk in your nostril steps, what 3-4 things can you say to them in order for them to? The Bible says that we should be careful how we walk. Yeah. So how do they properly order their steps? Because the world is a very dynamic world now with all sorts of challenges and things. So can you share some good thoughts with us?
Okay, so what I would say is, first of all, continue from your Bible quotation.
Absolutely.
Be anxious for nothing.
Indeed.
Right. So anxiety makes people do things that they actually, at the end of the day, they sit back and say, what did I do?
Absolutely.
So they have to make sure that they are not too anxious to become popular or rich in the short term.
Indeed.
But rather lay a proper foundation for themselves.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's a very fascinating scripture that says, wealth gotten little by little is good wealth. And it's so profound because it doesn't say you can't be wealthy, but it says wealth gotten little by little. So you can't be rich in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But you go on. So don't be anxious. Don't rush.
Yes, don't rush. Rather build a strong foundation. That's the second point I would say. The third point is to say that build your integrity.
Indeed.
Because we are in a world where people are influenced by things, and they end up, you mentioned Nsawam prison, they end up in the prison.
Indeed, the prison is back, okay.
So you need to guard your integrity and make sure that there are things we do in our personal lives, we sort of don't pay attention to them, but when we go into a corporate world, we realize that those little things we didn't correct are actually coming up in our corporate engagements.
Indeed.
And so we need to make sure that we guard our integrity. The next thing is to also...
Sorry, before I go to the last thing, since you talked about integrity, how do you stay resilient and motivated when things get tough? Because sometimes the highest temptations to compromise come in difficult times. So
Yeah.
how do you stay resilient when the going gets tough?
Right. So
connected to integrity, I guess.
Yes,
But
yes, connected to
what
integrity.
are your thoughts on resilience? Yes.
Yeah. So I think you need to find yourself in with the right people.
Okay.
People who are actually ahead of you. So I growing up, as I said earlier, knowing what my mother's strength was, taking care of patients and all those.
Yes.
And then also knowing how my father also being an entrepreneur at the same time able to hold us together as a family.
Indeed.
Yeah. So these are some of the things I learned. And then also I think people shouldn't be. I mean, when you fail, that's not the end of the world.
Correct.
I used to tell a friend when I was in American Towers, that was the time I had received an offer with Grundfos. I was advising people that the world is large.
Correct.
And we have a lot of resources.
Yes.
And because we have a lot of resources, we also have a lot of opportunities. And so where you find yourself in an environment where people are cutting back and creating all sort of inconveniences with their colleagues, it sort of limit one's interest and expectations in life. As I said, the world is vast.
Correct.
Opportunities are there.
Correct.
So if you face a challenge, whether people challenge or even your current workplace,
or bribery challenge.
Yeah, or bribery challenge. You need to be mindful of the future consequences. And then also, you also have to know that there are opportunities which you have to also focus on.
Okay, so this show is called Titans and Trailblazers, and I can't close without asking you about mentors. In fact, there's one mentor who's in Ghana runner called Professor Kevin Ibe. He lives for the UK tonight, and this guy, 22 years ago, I called him. I didn't know him, I just saw him online, and he told me, do this, do that. And a lot of my academic successes I owe to the direction he gave me 22 years ago.
Right.
So please, for young people watching, your final thoughts on how to find professional mentors, social mentors, financial mentors, people who can speak into your life,
right,
and ensure that what can take you 2 days doesn't take you 20 years.
Right.
So close on this mentor note and then we'll be done.
Okay. So there are instances when God brings people onto our way. Even with the churches we find ourselves in, there are big shots within those churches. And I think that, well, not just churches, but even with those in other worship areas like Islamic
faith, yes.
Yeah. So you need to open your eyes and look out for those who are doing well. Indeed. And then get closer to them.
Indeed.
And because alliance is very, very important. Those who are ahead of you are able to teach you a lot of things so that you can prosper. But for me, currently, I have 2 mentors.
Correct.
One, Mr. Ejepong. He used to be the CEO of Item Drugs.
Oh,
yeah.
He plays squash very well. The first guy.
Yeah.
When that guy holds a squash racket, come on. I mean, sometimes I think he's 2 years. He's an excellent squash player. Yeah. I know him. I know him.
And he likes golf too.
So. He plays golf. Okay. Golf is when your knees are beginning to tell you that you are not 20 years anymore. Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to corporate governance structures, he is well versed in it. Yeah. I think he's a lot of boards, so he has exposure. And so he's someone I mean, like a go-to person. He's also open, and he always offers pieces of advice when it comes to corporate governance, and he has really helped me to grow in my career. The second one, who is my board chairman, Mr. Kwesi Etua. I don't know whether you know him.
Kwesi Etua. Okay, he's in finance.
No, he's into equity investments.
Okay.
Yeah, and
equity investment is finance, isn't it? You're investing somewhere.
Well, anyway, yeah. So yes, you're right. So and projects. He's very good at projects.
Okay.
Currently, we are expanding our pharmaceutical company at Nsawam.
Correct.
To be
I saw you this Nsawam thing. Okay.
To be seated on a 24-acre land. So it's very huge.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's played a very significant role. I mean, he's also somebody who coaches me on projects and other things. So it's
we've run out of time. So this Nsawam thing will close on it, please. Let your company sponsor a Christian outreach to Nsawam prison, I'll come with you so that we can go and preach the word of God.
Yes.
We'll take some bread, some water,
Wonderful.
and then we can get them to realign.
Yes,
so that what we are being blessed with on this show, we can share some with them.
Right.
And together we can build. Is that a deal?
Oh yeah, it's a deal. I mean, we
Fantastic.
are ready to also offer some products.
Okay.
To support the program.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much for coming through. People, this has been a fantastic edition of Titans and Trailblazers. We're happy you came along. See you next time. Bye.
Titans and Trailblazers is brought to you by the MNC Group.
What premium shall we place on our health? Is it to wait and get hit with a condition?